Hello and welcome. I'm Jackie. Our practice today is going to be about slowing down, simplifying, and we're going to be using some simple forward folds to calm the nervous system, slow our breath, and just take it a little easy. All right? So, you can do this entire practice without any props at all, but if you want to make it really, really yummy and really relaxing, then grab whatever you have handy. If you are a yoga prop enthusiast like I am and you have lots of blocks and blankets and bolsters, then grab them all. If you don't, maybe some cushions, some pillows, a blanket, a towel, whatever you've got handy. A chair will be fabuloso. Okay? All right. So gather whatever you might need, and I will meet you on the mats. Okay, for today's practice, we're going to start sitting. So if sitting on the floor is comfortable, then sit on the floor. But you might want to grab a blanket or a pillow and put behind your hips or underneath your hips so that you're leaning forward a little bit, almost like you're falling off. So that the hips are a little bit higher than the knees, and that can be more comfortable. You're going to let your hands rest on your knees, roll your shoulders back and down, let your spine get tall. Gently pull your low belly back towards your spine, up towards your rib cage. Lengthen your neck, close your eyes. Take 3 deep, slow breaths, inhaling through your nose, sighing through your mouth. After that third breath, you can open your eyes or you can keep your eyes closed. We're going to start to circle in the hips. So whatever foot is in front or on top, if you're sitting cross-legged, we're going to go towards that leg. And these circles can be nice and big and wide. You can get your shoulders involved, arms, head, neck. Or if you prefer, these circles can stay a little bit smaller, almost like you're trying to circle yourself around your spine. We're going to go around one more time. And then forward fold. So if you forward fold easily and it's comfortable to just take your hands out in front and draw yourself down, then great, do that. Maybe you want to grab a cushion, a chair, put something in front of you to support. So maybe you can just lean forward into a chair just like this. Maybe come forward towards blocks. You want this to be comfortable with your sit bones reaching towards the wall behind you. If possible, let your forehead rest against something. Start to notice your breath, focusing first on the exhale, completely exhaling, squeezing all of that breath out so that as you inhale, you have just a little more room. And now start to walk your hands over towards your right knee. And you're going to, as far as you can, come over that right knee, focusing on the left hand. Pull your left sit bone back towards the floor as you reach forward through your left fingertips. You might feel this stretch in your left side. Take a big breath in and out. And then you'll walk your hands back through center and start to walk them up. All right, now we're going to switch the feet. So whatever foot was in front, now you're going to switch. Your hands come back to your legs, and we're going to do hip circles again, but you're going to start towards that leg that is in the front or on top. And once again, these circles can be big, they can be small. You're going to check in with your body and see what it wants, see what it needs. You may find that it feels different now than it did on the other side. That's okay. Just take notice, work with what you find. One more time around. Then we're going to go forward again. Reaching the fingertips long. Remember, how far you go is not important. So prop yourself up. Make this comfortable. Deep, slow breath. Now start to walk your hands over towards the left knee. Your right sit bone is going to reach back towards the floor, and you focus on the right fingertips reaching forward. So you're lengthening through that right side now. Bring it back through center, and then walk it right back up. Take your right hand to your right side, and you're going to inhale, sweep the left arm up overhead, and then stretch to the right side, stretching your left side. Left sit bone reaches into the floor as you reach through your left fingertips. Big breath. And then you're going to lift it back up through center and take it to the other side. Now the right sit bone reaches towards the floor, reaching to those right fingertips. And then bring it back up. Going to roll onto hands and knees. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, little cat-cow here. And you're going to let this be a little bit loosey-goosey if that feels okay in your body. So as you inhale, let your belly drop, tailbone lift, crown of the head lift. Exhale, reverse all of that. Tuck your tail, tuck your chin, stretch your spine up towards the ceiling. Inhale, let it drop down. Exhale, let it lift up. Your toes can tuck under, or the tops of the feet can rest on the floor. You're going to take one more round of breath. One more nice big stretch and reach. Then come to a neutral spine. Take your right leg, reach it straight back behind you, and then you're going to swing it over towards the left. Tuck the right toes under, and then look over your left shoulder towards that right heel. Big breath. Bring it back and switch sides. So now the left leg reaches back, and then it's going to swing to the right. Look over the right shoulder back towards that left heel. Big breath. Bring it back to center, and you're going to tuck your toes under and sit back. Now, if it doesn't feel good to sit all the way on your toes like that, you're going to prop yourself up a little bit, take a little bit of that pressure off of the toes. We're just going to stay here for a breath. And then you're going to come down and bring the inner edges of the soles of your feet together. Letting the knees open out. It's a little cobbler's pose, Baddha Konasana, butterfly. bound angle. This pose has a lot of names. We're going to adjust it just a little bit. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see a little bit better, maybe. You're going to bring your heels out away from your body a little bit. And you'll be able to decide if you want them closer in, farther out. This is a place where props can be lovely. We're going to forward fold here. But we're going to have some rounding, extra rounding in the spine. So pull your low belly back and up. And then you're going to bring your arms underneath your shins, your ankles. So maybe you come to forearms, maybe you bring your hands around your toes, and you tuck it under. So maybe you don't go all the way down like that. This is where maybe a chair. So once again, maybe instead of taking the hands under, you support yourself on a chair. Or maybe if you have a block, you want to support yourself here so that you can have that bit of rounding in your spine, but you're not overstretching. Wherever you feel comfortable, take a few deep, slow breaths. One more breath. Slowly start to bring it up. And we're going to continue this forward folding, but you're going to take the feet out wide. So the legs go as wide as is comfortable. Keep a little bit of activity in the legs and the feet. Your toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. Try to get your sit bones to point back towards the wall behind you. And we're going to fold forward. And again, use a chair, use pillows or cushions or blankets, anything that makes it more comfortable to come forward. I have a block handy, so I'm going to place my forehead on this block. And I'm going to let my breath continue that slow, steady rhythm. One more breath. And then you'll begin to walk it up. So to end this practice, we're going to reverse some of this forward folding. We're going to do a little bit of heart opening, but it's going to be passive and lovely. If you don't have available the props that makes this happen, you're just going to lay on your back with your knees bent. I'm going to grab my handy dandy chair that I always have with me, and I'm going to take a blanket. You can use any kind of blanket or towel. Roll it up. Nice, fat, steady roll. It's going to go behind you. And you're going to place your shoulder blades right on this. Your legs are going to go in this chair, ideally, so that it's all the way up to your knees. So for this to happen, I'm going to have to move this blanket back. All right, so now I lay it down right behind my shoulder blades and then kind of pull myself back over it. I reach my arms out to the side, maybe in a little cactus pattern, maybe letting them open a little more. And you're going to let your heart open up. If this causes any discomfort in your low back, you're going to remove it, lay flat. Wherever you find yourself, whether in a regular Shavasana, extending all the way out on your spine, legs long, arms long, or you're in an Ardha Shavasana, my personal favorite, laying back, feet wide on the mat, knees bent, letting the knees fall in towards each other. Or you're in this mountain brook pose, imagining your body like a mountain brook, as though it's flowing over and around and through. And you feel yourself heavy, sinking back, letting go of that need to pull and to hold. Let yourself sink back instead. Relaxing your legs, relaxing your hips, relaxing your belly and your chest, relaxing your shoulders and your throat, relaxing your face. Let your breath softly move through your body. So it's made of liquid, which it is. And let it scan through, looking for any little pockets of tension. And if it comes across any, we'll just gently let them go. And then let your breath settle as you let your body settle. You're going to stay here as long as you would like. The longer the better. And only when you're ready to come up will you draw your knees in and roll to one side. And then slowly, mindfully start to lift up. Taking a moment to seal in your practice before you move on with your day. Taking note of what you've done, what you feel, what you noticed, and letting that be your guide. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste. If you want to find out more, please visit the Peace Monkey Yoga website at www.peacemonkeyyoga.com and sign up for the practice journal, and you'll get me in your inbox once a week, just enough for that little jolt of practice. So have a great day. Have a great week. Namaste.